Wait, how did I do this? How did I do this? Oh my god. I don't remember. Oh, I trimmed the camera. I'm a dork and an idiot. Introduction needs to happen. Hey guys, it's Noah. So, I'm gonna record my coming out video. For the third time. Third time's a charm. Better be. Better be. Better be. And it was so long ago, I don't even remember. Okay, we're gonna put this in two parts. Friends, family. And I'm hopefully gonna get through it. Yeah, friends. So, coming out to friends. I came out to my friends in January of 2015. Like 2 weeks into January. Because I didn't originally, because I was just starting out college. I had absolutely no idea how that was going to go and how I was going to make friends. Good job, me. I made friends. Fantastic. I didn't know how they were going to like take it, so I just kind of like kept it to myself for the first couple months. And then I went home over December, got into a really dysphoric headspace in which like I didn't do anything. There was a point in which I didn't leave my house for like 9 days because I had nowhere to go, no one to see. What's the point? So I just stayed home. I was on Tumblr a lot and watching Netflix a lot. And then like I dug up like some of my old drawings. If I have a picture, I'll put it in here. If I don't, it was like the resemblance of my body as a cage. And I definitely have a picture. I can steal it from my Instagram. So there was that, and I sent it to someone. Sent it to one of my friends via Snapchat. That person, ironically, wound up being like the only person who actually didn't accept me. So yeah. So I sent it to her. She kind of ignored it, and I was like, all right, whatever. And then I got back to school in like the second week of January. And I decided to come out to my friends. I was in a really dysphoric headspace again. Like, it was like our second day back or something like that, and everyone was having a movie night. And I just wanted no part of it. So I told one of my friends, Kyla. Oh, she's not gonna hate me for mentioning her name. She'll be fine. She actually is probably gonna like fawn over the fact that I mentioned her by name. So Kyla was like, why don't you come watch a movie? And I was like, no, I need to go get some thoughts and feelings out on paper. And she was like, dude, what the hell? I was like, I just gotta go do my thing. Like, after I do my thing, then I will come join you. So I went and I drew something else. I definitely don't have a picture of this one, but it was like something dysphoria related. So I went and I did that. And then she came to check up on me, and I was like awkwardly like covering the picture, and I was like, no. I'll show you tomorrow. So like I, in a way, set myself up to have to come out to her. So then the next day I showed it to her, and she's like, what does this word mean? Because it actually said dysphoria at one point, and she wasn't sure. And I was like, Google it. Just Google it. And she Googled it, and she read it, and she's like, is this your way of telling me? And I was like, yeah, yep, it is. And so then she went to the bathroom or something, and then I turned to Erin, and I was like, Erin, you wanna, my other friend, who's her roommate, and I was like, Erin, you wanna look at this for a sec? She's like, yeah, sure. And I showed it to her, and she's like, dude, okay. I was like, my bad. We're gonna wait for Kyla and we're gonna have a discussion. And she was like, okay. And Kyla came back, and we sat down and we had a discussion from about like midnight, 11-ish to like 3 a.m. Like, it was just me like answering all of their questions and telling them how I felt and like all of this stuff. I was just telling them like everything, and like they were very respectful with their questions. Like, I love them to death. Like, it was perfectly fine. They were 100% okay with it. And I was like, I need you guys to help me tell everyone else. And they're like, okay, we can do that. So, shit. The next day, Kyla told, no, yes. Kyla told one of our other friends, and I wasn't expecting her to do it that fast, but she was fine with it too. And then Erin and I told another one of my friends at the time, and she didn't really like it, and she went about asking me all kinds of disrespectful questions that you should never ask a trans person. And then it got really awkward from there, and then my friendship with that person eventually ceased because she drop kicked me like 3 weeks later in the middle of the night, and then tried to pretend like she didn't remember because she was mildly drunk. So that friendship ended. For the most part, it's been very positively received. Oh yeah, then afterwards, like, I worked up to coming out to my RA, and my RA at first was like, okay. She's like, okay. And she's like, what's it called again? And I told her, and she's like, okay, I'm gonna remember that, and I'm gonna Google it. I was like, you do that. And then she was like, have I like said anything or done anything that is like made you uncomfortable? And I was like, no, you haven't. I just wanted to like tell you so that you know, so you don't like put like a name, like a shortened version of my birth name on like a thing, because at the time I was still going by my name. And she was like, okay. And she's like, that's fine. And she was like, have you told your roommate yet? And I was like, no, I'm going to do that right now. And she's like, oh, all right, well, I'm sure she'll be fine with it. And I was like, yeah, I believe so too. I just haven't gotten around to like actually telling her. And that was like a month after I had come out to like everybody else. So then I went up, and with Kyla, I told my roommate, and she was totally fine with it, like 100%. And then we told one other person, and she was like the only one who instantly like knew what I was talking about, like 100% was like, okay, yeah, it's fine, like I know what that is, it's cool with me, like I don't care. And not like I don't care, but like I don't mind. So yeah, I believe that's everybody. That's how I came out to my friends. And then like my best friend of like 18 years, I'm almost 20, but I've known her since she was born. She's 18. I texted her, I think, because we lived in different states. At the time I was going to school in Massachusetts, and she was still in Jersey. So I texted her, and I was like, hey, so I have something to tell you. And I told her. But like I think for like a month prior to that, this is me being a bad person, for like a month prior to that, like I had been posting stuff on like my Tumblr about it, and she'd seen them, so she knew it was coming in that sense. So it wasn't as much of a shock for her. Is there any other friends I came out to? Like, no, I think that's everybody. Those are like my main friend group, like they all know. Pockets.